with the wind for extra swooshiness. Oh, good morning. Let's get you sat on my head. Today is going to be a quick little video on the Excalibur, or as I've named it in my transmitter, Toothless, in there. We're going to have a little bit of a chit chat about it. We'll take it up for a fly and just generally abuse it, to be honest. So the Excalibur, when we unboxed it, I did about 2 extra follow-up videos to this one, and the reason why I did 2 extra follow-up videos is because the kit kind of fell short, and I'm having a quick sip of that coffee a sec. I felt a little bit short of my own expectations, because the Excalibur, aka Toothless, has been out for a very long time now, and it was minor things like not having metal geared servos in the rear. That was one of the big bits which stuck out to me. On the flip side, there was a positive. The brake was now set on the ESC. That's happy days. I have gone on and laminated my wing, or both sides, and that has made a definitely a positive effect. First time I flew it, I broke the wing tips, so we do actually have 2 extra bits of carbon in both wing tips. Besides that, it does fly absolutely fantastically well. And like I was saying back on the flight line, back in the desk, is that I knew that this was going to be one of those models where we would have gripes at the beginning, but the second we get it up in the sky, that they would probably be forgotten. And that is literally just the case, because I can only remember the servos being an issue at the back. Oh, we do need a special chat about the prop as well at the front. And now I do need to get the battery. Yep, I'll explain why it's doing that in a moment. I'm just going to need to set the battery limiter on it, well, battery alarm, down to 3.56, and we get that wedged in. Now, it is a little bit of a challenge to get everything in here, I'll give you that, but you can fit a wide range of batteries in there, so it's not too bad. You could get a 2200 4S in there, 2200 3S. And basically, if you stick anything in the nose, it makes it hits its CG. Now, you'll see me putting some elastic bands on here. I'm going to take you off my hat so you can see. Just put that round straight, just there. Okay, you'll see that I put a bit of ID card there. And I've got 2 elastic bands. And now, when the prop comes around, it should miss those. Now, the thing is that we have caught this one when we first flew it on its maiden at the prop stuttering, and it wasn't because these were like folded over like we just saw just then. It just stuttered for some strange reason, so that was a bit weird. And oh, I've also put some crow braking in here as well, so you'll see that both the flaps come up, and I can move them off the side slider. Very simple to set up in the old transmitter, and I've got 2 levels, and to be honest, I've only ever used the first level. I did just hear a dog barking, but hey ho. Anyway, right, the wind's coming in from the northwest at the moment, or just over there, and it's absolute boggy as whatever you like here this morning. Let's get the hat sorted out. Telemetry lost. Oh, why is it making telemetry lost? I've got an X8R in there, and they will kind of blurt themselves out. Anyway. Engines are right model, yeah. Let's go. Here we go. I haven't flown in absolute ages, so if I do something daft, I do apologise in advance. So anyway, straight for the sky. Sounds absolutely beautiful. Very predictable. I haven't caught her doing anything dirty yet. And this is the general routine. 2 rolls, over, power off, a little bit power. Oh, overcompensated then a little bit, to be honest. Yeah, like I said, I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't been flying out in a while. Just been busy with work, and I'm not apologising for that, because as we all know, work pays for foam. So there we go, flip it over, give her a blast. Do you understand now why I've nicknamed it Toothless? it is absolutely bonkers. And that's something like a 65C 4S pack in there, 1300 or 1500. And we do chew through it quite quickly, especially if it all, I know all we're doing there is this, but I think the batteries, oh hang on, oh straight in a current burn. Beautiful profile, beautiful profile. One thing, oh I say one thing, I made a couple of little mods. One of those was putting some carbon in the wingtips, because I did break the wingtips on the Maiden. And that one, quickly, just look underneath, stripes. I spray painted some stripes on it because it was just impossible to just tell the orientation on it on the slope. And when I first flew it, I got lost or disorientated 3 times, and it was very, very confusing to say the least. I bet they'd be fun as FPV as well. I know there's a 3D printable pod which you could print off of these. I've just not got round to it. Oh, that's a bit low over the hedge. Mr. Farmer's not been out and trimmed it at all. But yeah, it does all the stuff you expect. One thing which I would say, if I was being picky, it's not very axial on the rolls. So I'm on high rates now. So it's fine left to right, but right to left, it's not that great. And I know that wasn't a powered flight then. I know there is a bit of a breeze here. I can feel the tears coming down my eyes. But she will do fast, she will do slow. She's very well behaved in all the right places. And this is basically all I've done with it, to be honest. But it's the swooshy noise. Which got better after I laminated the wings, if I'm honest. I did just give her a little blast then. Massive tip for you, where for landing this thing, because it's like almost like the EF Extra. It likes to carry its speed, so you do need crow. Excuse me. So that's where the elevators, ailerons are up, and that really does knock the speed off her, and also running the prop a little bit as well, just to slow it down, because otherwise it just look. Oh, mind the tree. Come on, Matt. Bit rusty here this morning. Otherwise, look, she just carries on for blubber ever. And if you don't put a bit of prop on, oh, birdie, hey, birdie, birdie. Sorry, you must. I'm not saying anything. Just mind the Tree of Doom. It's nicknamed the Tree of Doom for a very good reason. It's claimed many of a model. First time I came here and flew, they stuck a wing in it. So there's been no power since, and it's still going. It's like the EF Extra, it just carries on going forever. And I love the forward swept profile on the wing. It's not heavily swept forwards, but it's enough to give it a very unique look. Whee! Up we go. Stall, 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 stall. Over we go. And that was no input from my part, other than just forcing the stall. And yeah, very predictable. You just know she's going to go and flop over. One which I would say is that the rudder is a bit shit, if I'm honest. There's no, I don't know, bit of a knife edge. Yeah, not enough. Yeah, not enough for a knife edge in there, that's for sure. Yeah, the rudder is well anemic. So let me just take her up. I'll try a rudder turn this time. So full rudder. Yeah, look, 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 look. Get over, get over. Stall, stall. Come on, come on, come on. Over you go. Oh, 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 that was beautiful, wasn't it? Oh, should we do that again? Should we do that again? And I am doing the same kind of routine, and I'll do this with every single battery, same routine. Fly across into wind. Oh, she does sound nice, and it did get better after we laminated it. So anyway, as I was saying, same kind of routine. 2 flips over, or 1 flip over. Let her kit round with the wind for extra swooshiness. Oh, need a little bit of power on that, otherwise we were going to end up in that tree, weren't we? Just listen to that. Whee. Right, so let's try a loop now. So, not powered. This thing on the slope was absolutely bonkers. I will get the footage up off the slope, maiden, because that's where I flew it first. But landing it was just horrific. There was so much, swash behind the back of the slope. It was just evil. It just slammed the model in the ground. It just went bang! In we go. Right. See, does exactly what you expect to do, and I'm quite comfortable with doing that stupid stuff that close to the ground, and I haven't flown for a month, well, anything like this for a month or more. I've just been flying this little, Volantrix train star. Oh, birdie, 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 way! A Volantrix train star. I've had so much fun with it. Because I can fly it at home. Couldn't fly this at home. I cheated then. I did use cheat mode. Hands up, I'm sorry. I used cheat mode. Right, that battery is basically crying. You've absolutely mullered me! Land, for fuck's sake! Oh, there's Craig. Right, what do I want to be doing?
Flaps deployed.
Flaps deployed. Oh, she's lost. Don't, whoa, handful. Whoa, get down.
Low rate.
Oh.
30 seconds.
Right. Hear that battery crying? He's like, what have you done to me? You bastard!
20 seconds. Engine off.
You've absolutely mullered me. Get me the fuck out.
10.
Shut up. Oh, you shut up, an old woman. Right. Battery's a bit warm. Let's see how much it should be mounted. Oh, we ragged that good, that's 5%. Maybe I should have brought it down a bit earlier. Like I said, the battery wasn't fully charged when I brought her out. I think it was only like 90%. Oh, as we've seen, it's bonkers. I do really like this little catch on the lid. You have to push it round that way for it to really clamp in. One thing which I did do is... you dirty bitch. That's what you get for playing in a field of poo. I have put carbon fibre all the way along the fuselage. There's been so many stories about these just snapping in half in the fuselage, so I've done that. Besides that, I picked it up for £100 in their sale, and I've absolutely loved it. As much as I whinged my head off when we first got it, because it did, let's be honest there, it did fall below my expectations in the beginning. It's an older model now, it's been out for a year. The things which needed doing to it, well, you would have thought model's been out for a while now, somebody would have got round to making those tweaks, and like I said, the only tweak which I can remember was that we didn't have metal gauge servos in the back, and it does catch the motor on the front, but hey ho. Biggest tip, like build wise, laminate the wings. Really has made a swooshy difference. This model's nicknamed Toothless, for a very good reason. She does like to swoosh. Anyway, for myself, Matt, thank you for joining me for a cuppa and a chat about Toothless. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Excalibur. Have you owned one? Are you looking to buy one? If you have any questions about this one, do remember that this model, just like all the other models, they're all bought out of my money for my own abuses. Hence why I do, from time to time, I have been known to raise up some small points, like on this one, because I paid for it, you know. I like this. I'm on your side of the table, if that makes sense. So anyway, any questions about the Durafly Excalibur, please just ask in the comment section underneath this video. Happy days. From myself, Matt. Cheerios.